What if I told you that the financial reset you've been waiting for isn't just a possibility, but that the final, official mechanisms to trigger it are actively being implemented right now as we speak, and that a specific, behind-the-scenes compliance code known as Tier 4B, working in concert with one of America's largest banks, Wells Fargo, is the linchpin that will finally and irrevocably unlock the new exchange rate for the Iraqi dinar. Forget the rumors, discard the vague predictions, because today we are connecting documented financial legislation with concrete, on-the-ground banking preparation to present a timeline that leads directly to this November. This isn't hope, this is a forensic analysis of a monetary transition that is already in motion. If you have dinar, what you are about to hear will change everything about how you see the next few weeks. If you don't, you will understand exactly why this moment in history is unlike any other. The clock is no longer ticking. The final countdown has genuinely begun, and by the end of this report, you will know precisely why your patience is on the verge of being rewarded in a way that most of the world still cannot even comprehend. The foundation of everything we are witnessing today rests upon the successful, albeit silent, implementation of what is known in global financial circles as the Tier 4B system. To understand its profound significance for the Iraqi dinar, you must first move beyond the idea of this being a simple currency revaluation. What is occurring is a comprehensive global monetary reset, a recalibration of the world's entire financial structure, and Tier 4B is the essential compliance and communication network that allows for the simultaneous activation of new currency values outside of the old, corrupt SWIFT system. Think of the global financial landscape as a vast, outdated computer network, riddled with viruses and controlled by a central server that dictates all value. The new system, with its gold and asset-backed currencies, is a brand new, ultra-secure network. But for it to go live, every bank, every nation, every financial institution must be able to talk to each other on this new network securely, transparently, and instantly. That is Tier 4B. It is the operating protocol for the new financial internet. For Iraq, a nation sitting on one of the largest reserves of gold and oil on the planet, this new system is its ticket to asserting its true, unshackled economic sovereignty. The Iraqi dinar's value has been artificially suppressed for decades, not by its lack of intrinsic worth, but by its confinement within the old system that prevented it from being traded at a rate reflective of Iraq's actual national wealth. The completion of Tier 4B integration means that Iraq can now bypass the old constraints. The recent news coming out of Iraq is not just political noise. It is the direct result of this back-end system going live. The government formations, the anti-corruption drives, the international banking agreements, these are all the surface-level symptoms of a deep, technological and financial shift that has already occurred. The country is now, for the first time, financially sovereign. It has the keys to its own vault. This is why the timing is now. This is why all the previous predicted dates came and went. The infrastructure wasn't fully operational. That infrastructure, Tier 4B, is now active, tested, and ready. It has created the digital highway upon which the new value of the dinar can travel from the Central Bank of Iraq directly to international exchanges and, crucially, into your bank account. This isn't a theory. It is the logical conclusion of a process that began years ago with the international community demanding financial transparency from Iraq. Iraq has now met those demands. It has jumped through every hoop. It has implemented the reforms. And now, the system designed to reward that compliance is switched on. The gate is open. The only thing left is for the official order to walk through it. And that is where Wells Fargo enters the picture, not as a random player, but as a designated primary dealer with a specific, critical role that aligns perfectly with this November timeline. But we will delve into the crucial evidence surrounding Wells Fargo's preparations in just a moment. For now, internalize this single, undeniable fact. The technological barrier to a revaluation has been removed. The world has quietly upgraded its financial operating system, and the Iraqi dinar is one of the first major currencies programmed to run on it. Now, let's pivot from the global digital infrastructure to the tangible, on-the-ground evidence that makes this November deadline not just plausible, but the most logical and evidence-backed timeline we have ever had. The key to this lies with Wells Fargo, and no, This is not about a generic bank being involved. This is about a very specific and legally mandated role that Wells Fargo plays in the United States Treasury's framework, a role that becomes absolutely critical during a monetary event of this magnitude. Wells Fargo is a primary dealer. That title isn't just a fancy name. It comes with a contractual obligation to the Federal Reserve to participate in Treasury security auctions, to make markets for the U.S. government, and most importantly for us, to facilitate the distribution and exchange of foreign currency, especially when that currency is transitioning to a new, stable, and internationally recognized value. Think of primary dealers as the U.S. government's chosen financial conduits for managing systemic shifts. They are the first to know and the first to act. So, what have we observed? Over the past several months, there have been consistent and credible reports from individuals within the banking system, from Treasury departments, and from financial advisors about Wells Fargo conducting internal training sessions that are unusually specific to the Iraqi dinar. We're not talking about a general memo. We are talking about detailed, operational briefings for frontline staff, Treasury managers, and foreign exchange specialists on the procedures for handling a high-volume, high-value currency exchange for a currency that is currently considered exotic. This training includes the verification processes for large denominations, the compliance checks under the new Tier 4B protocols we just discussed, and the specific account funding procedures for what they are internally referring to as a liquidity event. This is not standard operating procedure for a currency that trades at its current minimal value. Banks do not waste millions of dollars in man-hours training their staff for a hypothetical that will never happen. This level of preparation is a direct response to an imminent, expected event. They are girding their systems for impact, for the influx of transactions that will occur the moment the new rate goes live on the Forex screens. Furthermore, this aligns perfectly with the geopolitical calendar. The month of November is significant for several reasons. First, it follows the end of the fiscal year for many international institutions, allowing for a clean slate. Second, and more critically, it provides a window after the U.S. elections, a period often used for implementing major, nonpartisan economic policies that require stability and minimal political volatility. The U.S. administration, regardless of which party is in power, has a vested interest in a stable and prosperous Iraq as a counterbalance to regional influences. Facilitating this final step of Iraq's financial sovereignty through its designated primary dealer system is a strategic masterstroke. It strengthens a key ally, unlocks trillions in dormant asset value that can flow into global development projects, and does so under the umbrella of the new, more transparent financial system. The silence from official channels is not a sign of inaction, it is a sign of professionalism. You do not telegraph a move of this magnitude. You prepare your systems, you train your people, and you wait for the official green light from the central banks involved. The evidence suggests that Wells Fargo has done its preparation. The training has occurred. The compliance systems are in place. The procedural manuals have been updated. They are, for all intents and purposes, standing by. This is no longer a question of if, but a simple matter of when. The coordinated announcement is made from the Central Bank of Iraq and the International Monetary Fund, confirming that the dinar is now trading at its asset-backed value. And when that announcement hits, the only banks that will be able to process exchanges immediately and efficiently will be those that have done this precise preparation. Wells Fargo, as a primary dealer, is at the front of that line. This convergence of a live global system, a trained primary dealer, and a politically stable window points to one conclusion. The stage is not being set. The actors are in position, waiting for the curtain to rise. So, we have the operational system live in Tier 4B, and we have the primary financial conduit prepared with Wells Fargo. This brings us to the most critical part, the human element. What does this final countdown mean for you personally? And what are the immediate, actionable steps you must take to ensure you are not a passive observer but an active, successful participant in this historic transition? The moment the announcement is made, a sequence of events will unfold with breathtaking speed. The Forex markets will update, and the new rate will be visible to the world. There will be a media frenzy, a surge of confusion, and a tidal wave of people rushing to understand what is happening. Your advantage lies in your knowledge, right here, right now. The first and most crucial step is to have your documentation in impeccable order. This means your dinar certificates must be authentic, and you must have a verifiable proof of purchase. The compliance under the new system is absolute. It is designed to prevent the very corruption that plagued the old world. This is a good thing. It protects your exchange. Go through your documents today. Ensure everything is in place. The second step is to have a clear, strategic plan for your exchange appointment. Do not walk into that bank branch without a purpose. You must decide beforehand the rough percentage of your currency that you will exchange immediately for liquidity, the portion you will place into various asset classes for long-term wealth preservation, and the charitable contributions you wish to make. This is not just about becoming wealthy, it is about becoming a responsible steward of wealth. The banks, especially Wells Fargo, will have wealth managers and legal advisors ready, but they will be overwhelmed. If you walk in with a premeditated plan, you streamline the entire process for yourself, you reduce your own stress, and you present yourself as a knowledgeable individual who is in command of the situation. This leads to the third step, mental and emotional preparation. The shift from your current reality to your new one will be profound and instantaneous. The psychological impact of sudden wealth is a well-documented phenomenon, and many are not prepared for it. Your relationships, your sense of purpose, and your daily life will change. Use these final days to ground yourself. Reaffirm your core values. Remember why you embarked on this journey in the first place. Was it for family security? For philanthropic ventures? To create a legacy? Hold on to that truth. Let that be the compass that guides your decisions when the world around you feels like it's spinning out of control. The period immediately following the revaluation will be chaotic, but for you, it does not have to be chaotic. It can be a period of empowered, deliberate action. You have waited for this for years. You have held on through the doubt and the noise. Now, as we stand on the absolute brink, your role shifts from waiting to preparing. This is your final mission before the exchange. Get your documents in order. Write down your plan. Fortify your mind and spirit. The systems are ready. The banks are ready. The question that remains, the most important one in this entire process, is a simple one. Are you? And this is where our community becomes your single most important resource. The journey does not end when this video ends. In many ways, it is just beginning. I want you to take the knowledge you have gained here today and solidify it. Go down into the comment section below and type, "I am ready." Let's build a wave of confirmation and shared purpose. This does two things. It locks in your own commitment and it connects you with thousands of others on the exact same path. Share your preparedness plan, your questions, your insights. This community is a powerful think tank, but you cannot do this in the dark. To ensure you receive the live update notification the very second this becomes official, you must do two things right now. First, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. This is not the time to miss the crucial update. Your financial future could literally depend on that single click. Second, share this video. Share it on all your social media platforms, in your private groups, and with anyone you know who holds dinar. We have a responsibility to inform and uplift each other. Do not let anyone you care about be left behind because they were misinformed or unprepared. By sharing this, you become a beacon of truth in a sea of confusion. You are now armed with the information. You understand the mechanism of Tier 4B, the critical role of Wells Fargo, and the undeniable logic of the November timeline. The final countdown is real. Take action now. Get your documents ready, solidify your plan, subscribe, and share this video. I will be back with the moment we have all been waiting for. Be ready.